I had another screen up. I didn't know you was there.
Say what?
So I had another screen up. I didn't know you was there.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. How you been, man?
I can't complain. I
What's
can't
what's up?
complain. I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
All right. Seen a prayer, man.
Like I said, I can't complain at all, bro. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy as hell.
Doing her thing, man.
Yeah, I seen it be more happier than her, but well,
She probably got your personality. That's how you be.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I guess it could. What's up with you though?
uh I'm chilling, man. Just chilling.
What made you two things. I couldn't find. So like I said, I usually listen to it on the podcast, the same link I send you, I guess. So then
Hmm.
when I come home, I usually watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I can write my notes instead of watching on television. So it's easy with the BEB joint because it's the same shit. With Social Proof, I couldn't find that same interview on his YouTube channel, but he got like two or three other interviews with Isaac Hayes. So I don't
So
know.
you ain't do your homework, man.
Oh no, I listened to it earlier. I got everything right here. I think no, I was saying this joint actually is more interesting. So I think what happened is it's probably an insert from one of these inserts from one of these interviews that he put on the podcast. You
I
know?
couldn't find it too. I had to go back to our text message and
Yep.
find out it says something. I had to find a title and then put it in because I was looking through it like, man, I can't find this.
Oh,
I
so
was
you
like,
did
man,
find it on YouTube though?
yeah, what I
Okay.
did is I looked at what you sent me and
Yeah.
then I put that into YouTube and then it popped up.
Okay. Okay.
Because it,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Cause I guess I'm looking at one of his other interviews with Isaac Hayes though. You know what I mean? It's how to get fans to your personal brand, which is interesting also. Um, but yeah, because I guess I always start these junk with wanting to know why you picked this one over another one or whatever. So, what made you want to rock with this one?
It was just interesting, man. The first thing he was talking about was like, yeah, something about uh how black people something about white. He was talking about. I mean, shit, I can't remember exactly what caught my attention when I first saw it, but he was just saying like one of the questions like when they start saying talking about is it wrong for white people to look out for their own agenda? So that kind of immediately caught my attention because I mean that's one of the topics that I'm really interested in. Like as far as like this whole racial disparity for African Americans. You know what I'm saying? And like as far as opportunities go, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So for hearing him talk about it, I was like, and he touched on some topics I was like, I did agree with. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this. Like I gotta hear this. You know what I'm saying? Like just to see what he had to say, what topic points. And for most of it, I agree with a lot of what he had to say. Yeah. What about you?
Um,
Like, what you found interesting about it?
um, like I said, initially when I heard it the first time, it was definitely just the whole. I was interested in the fan base. I can hold you. I was interested in the fan base itself. I was interested in, like you said, just looking out for self.
Uh-huh.
There's some notes that I took or whatever, but the Pursuit of Happiness one, the one that came out the week after that he did just Dolo. That one, I'm not gonna say it kind of wiped my mind of this one, but that's the one that I've been the most interested in. You know what I mean? I have a problem with not wanting to make decisions. That's why I keep asking y'all what y'all want to do or whatever. But I definitely want to do that one next week. The Pursuit of
Okay.
Happiness one.
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
and even the joint that what's his name did this Monday, the black entrepreneurship blueprint.
Okay.
The one he did this Monday was very interesting. You know what I mean? Don't wait, create. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But
Okay.
initially when I heard this one, this is one I wanted to do also, so I don't have a problem with doing it. I guess
Okay.
I'll start off with my first question. When TikTok was gone, what were you thinking in any of the times that Facebook and IG shut down? What were you thinking?
Well, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch the news. So, but that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be so zoned in to just this business itself, but I'm not understanding that, the news plays a key point in it. So I really didn't, I was hearing a buzz about TikTok, but I didn't really know or key into it, you know what I'm saying, until I watched this episode, you know what I'm saying? And then then after I watched the episode, I did some research and found out what was going on with it. So I can't really speak to how I felt because I just found out about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What about
Yeah.
any of the times that Facebook or Instagram was just off for like 6, 7 hours? Like I know a lot of people who use who are on social media a lot. So those times when Instagram and Facebook is not reloading for like 2 or 3 hours, it like really affects them. Or like when
Mhm.
TikTok was down, my child, yeah, it was weird, you know what I mean? And also just the whole power that it have over us, so to say. People who companies are based off of social media, especially TikTok. And like you said with the whole, if you got subscribers, they can't buy stuff from your TikTok store anymore.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Like, yeah, so it's like, because Jay Jones, he always speak about the fact that all these platforms that we're on, they can just take it from us at any point. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you gotta make yourself self-sufficient. Um, but yeah, that was definitely my first thought. Have you ever lost it in your pages?
Nah.
Okay. I
Have
think
you?
yeah, I think I definitely lost my first rhyme book page.
Now, do you know?
Thank
See, this is what I find interesting. Like, they lose, they say lose it or they take it or they reprimand it from you. But did they tell you why or they just took it?
No, see, I guess it's different level to this shit. Like being reprimanded or having your page taken because you did something wrong is different than scammers or your page getting hacked. You see what I'm saying? So my rival
Okay.
page got hacked. My wife's page got hacked. You know what I mean? Like they change your name. You can't log into your own account. You can't do anything. And the thing about it with me was like I had a lot of hashtags that were either personal to me or business associated that I can't go back and use. You know what I mean? Like it was like 100 pictures under this hashtag and they just lost. You know what I mean? And it's not like, so I'm bringing it up not about the importance of it or how it felt to me, but just the fact that we're dependent on their shit and they can take it any time. We always hear about the whole shadow, how some of your shit might not be on everybody's timeline.
Yeah.
Everybody that you think follow you, they might not be seeing your stuff. You know what I mean? But that's the whole purpose why you putting it out because you thinking they're seeing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What I found interesting was like, and with, I think that's what it can so coincide with my argument is like when he started talking about Mark Zuckerberg and the statements he was making, and then just, it kind of infuriated me because it's like, yet again, we using their platforms, but we don't really always have the control. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, he said even more like saying they're getting rich off of like they always been getting rich since rock and roll, since, saying like if you want to even go back to slavery, they always been getting rich off of our talents and our skills. But then we don't ever have, sometimes we don't have creative control, or then we just don't have financial ownership of it. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, so when I heard him talking about fan base, I was like, oh, that's cool. A black man, you know what I'm saying, trying to do something. And then it's like, it feels good because it's like, all right, well, hopefully we would think that if a black person will own it, they'll be more divested in like saying, hey, we're not gonna try to exploit you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing a lot of that. Like, okay, we got these companies that they make money off of us, but then at the same time they tell us, hey, we don't even really want you. Like I remember when Tommy Hilfiger made that statement, I never bought another Tommy Hilfiger again, right? But I feel like the thing that frustrates me more is like the fact that white people will open up their doors and be like, oh yeah, man, come on, like this Target situation. They'll come in, hey, come on, put your products in our store, right?
Mhm.
Then here comes there was the change of one administration rolling back to DEI. Now they're saying we're having to ban them. So now African Americans have nowhere else. Like we make the products, but we have nowhere to distribute. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was kind of cool to see that, he has something for the answer to that. Because what is, let's say we want to communicate and say, hey, we want to go on a ban. The only way we can really communicate is through social media and through one of these outlets. And if they say, hey, look, we're not going anything that has anything a political agenda, we're going to ban. How will we can be able to communicate? So I don't know.
That
I
makes me
kind of
that made me think about the fact that I guess when Trump, the first Trump go around, when Mark Zuckerberg, I guess, put him off Facebook,
mhm.
told him he couldn't use Twitter also, and he went to, was not Blue, is it Blue Sky? Well, the fact that he went to a whole nother social media platform, and we act like it wasn't a problem that they had their own place where they can talk.
Mm.
You know what I mean? We didn't immediately be like, yo, we need our own place where we can talk. You know what I mean? Like this is basically what fan base is. But it's like, yeah, like you needs to be a way you communicate. And the whole exploitation joint, I hate to sound so doom and gloom, but I feel like we're so damaged that there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna take that money.
Say what?
There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna take that money. If that makes sense. Like somebody's always going, if we're trying to do something positive, they'll always be able to find one of us that'll go against the grain for the dollar. You know what I
Oh yeah.
mean? Like, and as much as we talk about Facebook and Instagram or whatever, and all these boycotts or whatever, I don't understand how we didn't start with Amazon, Facebook, and Instagram. If your problem is Elon and Mark Zuckerberg, like that's exactly where you want to start at. But that's too convenient. So they go back to what he said, because I definitely wrote this down. Like we're powerful, but we're sensitive.
Yeah.
When he said that, bro, like that was a
Yeah.
bar, bro. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're powerful, but we're sensitive. Every little thing that don't matter hurts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's like, are you gonna do something about it? Like the fact that they can just do shit, and laugh in your face, and you just deal with. Like I said, we still on Instagram. Like I'm still on Instagram. We still we still on Amazon. Like we boycotted Target, but that was kind of easy. That shit was expensive anyway. You're not gonna
Yeah.
boycott Amazon because it's too fucking convenient. It
I
is.
think we got a couple problems in our hand. We, like you said, when he said that would like culturally, and I've been saying this for a long time, you know what I'm saying? But people ain't want to hear me. Like, and I was like, dang, a black man saying something. Like, when you hear somebody say something, you like, dang, I was like, people ain't won't even trying to hear what I was trying to say. But culturally, we don't really assume to African culture because we don't know it. Like we weren't born there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But uh so that means that like we don't really always stick together. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Then we don't always have the resources. Then we got people working against us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got we got three things working against us. We don't collectively come together and say, hey, this is what we gonna stand on. Then we don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't like, for like I said, for the Target situation, like I used to get mad when I used to see like hair products always selling their brand. I'm like, but I also had to understand that like I'm quite sure they didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably reached a plateau. Their stuff is being distributed in a white owned brand store. So the brand say, hey, look, we're only gonna give you a certain amount of whatchamacallit. What they gonna do? They're gonna let the business go down?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
So
that's
I,
it.
I could see both points. But in both ways is like it still hurts the black community. You know what I'm saying? Like if you sell your product, like when I seen BET, I was like, man, why did this dude do this? Why did he sell it? We had only one. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got Fox, we got CNN, we got all these stations that's white owned, and we only have one outlet that we could talk our talk. Now that's gone. And now Tyler Perry, no matter what you say about him, he's still trying to buy back the jank, but he can't get it back now. I'm like that. So they're smart in that, like in a sense of like The white people ain't selling their stuff to us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a gentrification of like we've been seeing gentrification in real estate, but now we're seeing like a gentrification in business where like, all right, oh these niggas got some money, oh we just go buy it up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we still go buy it. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
we don't have a whole lot of choices to like if my wife needs some hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that she does that, but I'm just saying like, or if a black woman needs some hair and she need it right then and there, what she gonna do? She not gonna wait till Amazon comes. She gonna go to right to Target and go get that hair product because she need it right then and there, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, and I guess we could prepare more, but I'm just saying like, is there so many other things that, and we've been making a lot of progress, but there's so many other avenues. Because I mean, that I wish we could have. Like, I wish we could just be able to like when they did that, be like, all right, we ain't gonna buy from you no more. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna buy black owned forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's very hard to do that because
But it,
there's not a
but
lot of options.
I feel like that's a
I
yeah
mean,
and no. I feel like
in a way, small, yeah, we do got options,
yeah,
but in the sense of, man,
we can't. Everybody can't.
It's a Chinatown in every major city, bro. Every major city. Where's a black town in every major city?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
where's
Like,
black
where is that
people?
black town? And we've been here longer than them. We've been here since what? 1100. They just came. China Asian people ain't just come to start coming here since the gold rush. And we don't have more stake in here. We don't have more wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but that's because we divided it. That starts with us,
yeah.
though. Not
I
to
mean,
point the finger, but
I'm
it
not
starts with us.
blaming us, but I'm just saying, like,
You
if
know,
it
I'm blaming us.
frustrates me
I'm
that,
blaming us.
huh?
I'm blaming us.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, we can. I
for one,
mean,
because that's all you can control is us. But the
yeah,
second point, because it is us. I understand the whole damage that was done by them to us, but it's like we really can't do nothing about that. So what we're going to do now?
yeah.
Um,
Oh, you need to smarten up.
yeah, yeah, and it's either smarten up or stop wasting your time on niggas that I keep saying it. I hate to keep saying it, but stop wasting your time on niggas that Harry Tubman with a shot, man. Like it's simple as that. Like,
Yeah,
because I'm getting like that in my real life, and it's like that's just as simple as solidifying a circle. Like when you start cutting people off, when you start outgrowing people, it's the
yeah,
same thing. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It sounds negative because it ain't negative. I'm about to make an excuse for the nigga that you outgrown or you know what I mean? No, it ain't. You outgrown motherfuckers. That's what it is. If y'all not sitting on the same plateau, that's not your fault, dog. Don't belittle
And
yourself.
I agree with you. But what is our strategy for reaching down? Like, and I say that because I'm like, all right, I
Example.
agree with you 100%, but I also see this. I'm like, I was at a job, right? I was a drafter. Well, I was a pipe fitter before I became a drafter, right? And I was like, I was in the pipe fitting and jank, right? And there was this white guy, old white guy. He said, everybody going around like, how did you get your job? This white dude say, yeah, man, my wife went to the dentist and she know the CEO. And the CEO invited me on on a uh on a golf course and told me, "Oh, you need a job? Oh, I'll look up for you." The CEO of the shipyard. I have never seen that happen. Then another situation, I was like, "All right, I'll interview for this job." Like this, the white guy knew he was a surveyor. And he was like, all right, well, I can bring you in. Like, I ain't really want to do that because I'm like, man, I don't want to, you know how you feel like you owe somebody. But anyway, I went on the job interview. I asked the Korean, this is a Korean dude owned the whole company. I was like, all right, so how did you be successful? He was like, in the one word, he was like community. And I was just like, hey, it made me think about like, okay, where is my community? You know what I'm saying? In the sense of in comparison, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I say I see why black people sell their businesses, but I also see where it's a hurt for us. Because when I was at Regent, I was like, all right, I'm trying to find me a job and whatchamacallit. I'm seeing all these people be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna ask my uncle and he gonna give me a job at such and such and such. I'm like, Dad, you know somebody who was
But
in publication? You know
at
what I'm saying? Like, and not saying that we don't have opportunities like that, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I see where white people they sell their companies and they sell it to another white person, but then at the same time, I see where if we sell it, it's not the same because it's not going. You know how that black dollar don't go around, but like once it goes out, if you sell it to a white person, then that means that as soon as you get that money, it's going back out to the white person. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. I see a lot of growth that we need to have, and I see it where a lot of our people who are in power, I'll be wondering how much are they really focused on betterment and legacy of people as a whole, not just, hey, I'm gonna get rich right now because I might not have this opportunity. And I understand, but I also be like, are you thinking longevity wise as a community? Okay, this is gonna be able to help a massive amount of people. You know what I'm saying? Where other people got all that, you know what I'm saying, already. You know what I mean? But I also understand the fact that it's things is like barriers put in front of them where they can't get ahead sometimes too. So they gotta make the decisions because I'm not in those uh I'm not in those boardrooms, so I don't know what they're dealing with. But I also see like I just wish it was more opportunities for us. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm
Um,
seeing that in the sense of in comparison to other races, I'm like, dad, they got more opportunities like, I'm trying to beat down the door. Not saying that I shouldn't keep on beating down the door, but I'm just saying like, where is our people opportunity?
two things. The first thing you said was like the whole giving back or how do you reach down and help. My first thought is example. Like niggas don't listen to you, they see you though. Like they see you. And then my second thought was like niggas be having a lot of dumbass conversations, bro.
Mhm.
They don't be talking about nothing.
Yeah. I
And
mean, and I feel your frustration in it. I definitely feel your
not
frustration.
but I was taking it to the point where it was like I started asking these same niggas different questions. And I found out like, oh, you doing that? And you're like, that's
Mhm.
fire. Oh, you got a business? Oh, that's fire. Oh, I
Yeah.
might need this in my life. Oh, you work realty? Like you working realty? Or you working, you know what I mean? You got a tow truck? Like, oh, like you start finding out what people do. And that's how you
Reach
build a
back.
community. And
Yeah.
that's how you find out you so that the community's there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Burning bridges. Like a lot of niggas burn bridges. A lot of niggas don't want to work, bro. Like I've been around a lot of niggas that be like, yo, I need a job or they want to work. And I'm be thinking like, it's not working in a warehouse. And why I don't work in a warehouse with my job, there's not warehouse jobs available. You know what I mean? And in my industry, it ain't nothing but want to. Like my skill is I want to do this. Like I want to do what I have to do to get it done. You know what I mean? It ain't niggas gotta admit, niggas don't be on that, yo. Like niggas don't be on that, yo. And then when they do, it's like, what do you do with your money afterward? So that goes to education.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, like it's a lot of different variation, dog. And the older I get, the more I start blaming and pointing at motherfuckers. But it's like the shit we waste our time on, man. Like the education that we don't get when in the information age.
Yeah.
Like we dumb as fuck in the information age.
Yeah.
That's an oxymoron, dog. But it's like we do have community. Like we do have
Yeah.
community.
I mean, we do, but we also like we got, and we can't keep on using that. We can't keep on using excuses. But I also see the barriers that our black men go through. You know what I'm saying? Not just black men, but black women. I see the people who smart as a whip, right? But they ain't got no they in the hood, smart as a whip, but nobody around them is supporting like we and when we say like so I heard this dude say, man, I got it off my own bootstrap. No, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because you had a family. You had to have something. You fed your own self, your own bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had support. Without that support, it's hard, like, but it still frustrates you though. You know what I'm saying? Because after a certain age, you be like, all right, well, this person's 18, you ain't want it. You know what I'm saying? But I be looking at it like, I be wondering sometimes, like, that same person that was in the hood, like, that was making good grades. And I know personally some people that was like that, that made good grades, but their whole family was just entrenched in just some hood stuff. So they didn't really get the support. Like I wonder if like if it was somebody to just be like, hey man, hey little yo dude, what I'm saying? Let me follow, let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? Like just somebody, you know what I mean? They be
Example.
like, hey,
That's what I mean by example though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta show niggas that there's a different way to do this stuff, dog.
Yeah.
Instead of just telling niggas. Because
Yeah.
niggas don't want to hear that shit. Like
No.
niggas don't want to hear that shit. They rather hear some dumb nigga rap, bro. I mean, we did with that with the hip hop community. Like niggas don't want to hear that. Niggas don't want to hear that shit, Sharif. Like
No.
real shit, man. Like I don't know.
We some of the boys in hood joke.
Yeah, yeah. How in the podcast though? How you
Yo.
feel about
Hey, that's the word for the day. Man, they don't want to hear that shit. They want to get high. They want to get drunk. And what a
Facts,
chick
man.
said, like,
But yeah, the
oh
podcast though.
snap.
How you feel about the whole when he asked him was fan base for us, by us? And he was like, nah, it's more happen to be by us before everybody. And
I agree
also,
with that.
did you hear Lil Duval statements about us not the whole black owned title being a problem? Like it hinders us.
No, I haven't heard that.
Well,
But
I wrote
I
more
kind
down.
of agree with that because I like what he said and how he put it. It was like you don't hear, and I was doing some research before I came on there. You don't hear white owned company, Asian owned company, right? And so I'm looking at statistics and I'm like, dang, they got all the statistics on us, but why can't I find no statistics on any other race? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I agreed that, all right, so yeah, no, it shouldn't just be a black owned like company, just like, oh, that's plaster, because then that's gonna like frighten people away. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool, but I just think it should be a business. I feel like it should have equal playing field. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't understand like why is it that everything we do always has to be black on. Everything we do right before. And it'd be something different if
Do you
we was
think there's
putting that
more for
title.
us? I
Yeah,
just
I
thought
mean, if
about
it'd be
that.
something different if we put the title.
No, no,
But
I
but,
think
but, but when they put the title, it's like, hey, who told you to do that? You don't do it for your own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, who told you to
but
say, huh?
I think about what Duval was actually talking about the fact that when we label our companies black owned, you know what I mean? And
Oh
then I
yeah, I
was
mean,
thinking
if we
about,
say it, that's cool.
but also I'm thinking about the fact, are we telling each other that this is black owned? I think that's the problem. Like I think that's what it is. We're not telling white folks it's a black owned company. We telling each other like, yo, this is a black owned company. Come support us.
Yeah.
And that's another
I'm,
thing we saying. Like you're begging for support instead of just putting out a good product. But it's
yeah.
like a catch-22 when it's coming from a rich nigga too. Like, nigga, shut up. Like,
I mean, it's a catch-22 because I want us to support our own. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of us supporting people who don't support us. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of us going and get that Louis Vuitton and whatchamacallit, and these people don't even like us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not saying that you can't wear it, but
nah, that's the
openly
problem.
say that they don't like you, and then
That's
they
the
make fun
problem.
of you
Niggas
with
need
the
to say that
Gucci
you can't.
stuff. Like, I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like when they play in your face like that, and then you still go buy their stuff, like I don't know, man. Like, and I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do with their own money, because that's you work for it. You know what I'm saying? But why
I
don't you
think that's
go
the problem.
support somebody? It's some luxury black owned people out there. Why don't we value our own stuff
I
more than
think
we value somebody else's? Like, you know what I mean?
I think that's the problem though. I think back in the day, we used to tell each other what we can't do. Like we
Yeah.
told motherfuckers what you can't do as a black person. Like that's not what you did. Like, you
Hmm.
don't do that. And now
Yeah.
it's like, nah, I work hard. I should be able to do this. Yeah, he right. He work hard. He hustle. He got it on his own. Fuck it. Yeah, he can do what he want to do. Nah, nigga, you can't. The fuck is you talking about? No.
So you can't.
That's
You could tell a
hell,
person you could be
yeah.
that dude to stand up and do right beside it when he buy that chain. What you
Fuck
doing?
you doing? Yeah, but like Umar, man. Be like Umar pop up on your shoulder and shit, man. But I mean, I'm saying like we had a fuck. It seemed like we actually had a code. And I was thinking about this other time. Well, I said this when I was on my homie Trey. He do a live on IG every Monday or whatever. him and Pittsburgh Gene. But I said it on that joint. Like we always talk about how black folks aren't a monolith. We're not one people. But
Say that again. That first was on a out of what?
huh?
You said how black people are what?
Black
Out
people
of
black people aren't a monolith. We aren't the same. We all don't do the
oh,
same thing.
I don't know what that
That,
word is, but I'm gonna go look it up later.
like I barely hear it, but every time I hear it, I barely know how to say it. But every time I hear the word, it's in that same sentence. Black people aren't a monolith. Like I said, we aren't the same thing. We all don't live the same way.
Yeah.
But I think it's so many Instagram and Facebook posts that we see people put up like, yo, all our aunts had this cup, or all our grandmas had this glass, or the china that did this, or had to go get the switch, or had to be in at this time, or you knew where everybody was at because the bikes were here. It's like, nigga, we all were the same. So we
Yeah.
can't be like, so it seemed like we did have a code at one point. All
Yeah.
of it. No matter where the
Yeah.
fuck we were from, we all had a code, it seems like. But it
Yeah.
seems like now it's like the whole like, nah, we ain't all the same, and that's what niggas want. Now understanding like that's what's dividing us. The fact
Yeah.
that like, cause he said like, you know what I mean, the Asians or the Jamaicans or they gonna stand on. If you disrespect them, we're not doing that all together. Fuck it. And
Yeah.
black folks don't do that. They're like, nah, I
Yeah.
work too hard for this. I'm going to spend my money over there where they don't like me. Like fuck it. And it's funny because we were like, no, nigga, like, go ahead, nigga. Like, just go. Fuck it. Go over there. I don't give a fuck. We don't need you over here.
The hip hop Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, fuck it out.
Yeah.
That should be killing me, man. And it
What?
because like lately, like I say it every election, every time election come up. But it's like I get to the point where I feel bad for judging people. But now I'm getting to the point where it's like, nah, I'm not doing the shit that's worthy of being judged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm judging you because you're doing some shit that's detrimental to us. I'm
Yeah.
doing my part. You doing
Yeah.
the wrong thing. Fuck that. Dog.
Yeah.
I'm tired of feeling bad about other motherfuckers. And it go to the point where it's like, well, stop wasting energy on that. That's how you combat that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Instead of judging, just don't waste energy on that at all. You know what I mean? But then it's like, but then you let them get away with it. So we ain't getting nowhere. So what we're talking about. You know what I mean? So it's like you fighting the whole time. And then you're like, you know what? Fuck, I'm going to work and take care of my family. So go back to example.
Yeah.
Example. That's all you can do. Take care of your own. Be the best example in your house. Create the
Yeah.
best family. Show that your family is together. We're trying to do this. Motherfuckers to see that, and maybe they'll want to have a conversation with you or be like you, one or the other. You
Yeah.
did your part. That's all you can do. At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Because you can't make nobody do nothing.
You can't. Especially verbally. Like with action, you might be able to. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can tell the nigga shut the fuck up. And he be like, no, you punch him in the face. You might shut the fuck up. That's action, though. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's action. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You gotta do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. And nigga talking mid sentence. I told you shut the
Man, sentence catch a nigga, man. Example, nigga.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
man. It's funny. I wanted my sister on here, man. That last part he said, it made me think about investment groups.
Mhm.
When he was talking about the whole fan base and it being $400 to
Yeah.
invest, you know. And I
Yeah.
was like, damn, I ain't really got four. But if I knew four niggas that had one, and then that shit did turn into something big later on down the road.
I was thinking about
And
that
then
too.
I'm
I was
thinking about
like,
it.
man.
I was thinking about the fact that, okay, is that the definition of investment groups? And it's like, I think so. It's like, okay, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Why don't we do that more? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We waste our money on dumb shit. Why aren't we pouring like, why are 10 niggas getting $100 together and making something happen? And it's
Yeah.
like, because they are, but enough of them aren't being celebrated for one, because we don't focus on
Yeah.
that. We all
It's
know
a
a
lot
couple of
going
niggas
on.
that did some shit together, you know what I mean? But it's like,
Yeah.
they go back to education, like we said earlier. The correct things aren't being celebrated, you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
correct things aren't being taught by us, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I don't know. But yeah, investment groups, nigga, like that caught my ear
Yeah.
like shit, dog. Like, because like you said, and then go back to what you said about selling the company. And like he said about Robert Johnson. He was like, yo, like when he sold BT, he made hella millionaires. But it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, those millionaires didn't do the correct thing. And that's the
Yeah.
part that hurts the community. And he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to do the same thing. Like, if I sell fan base, yeah, I might sell it to the wrong people, but I'm trying to make some people rich." And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you hope by then fan base did enough to make those people want to keep going in the correct way with that money they got. Now they flip it into the community, but it's history that
I mean,
shows.
I see his point in a way, but I also see that yet again, and it ain't gonna be no more. Once he sell it, it's gonna be no more like that. Whereas I feel like you already got Zuckerberg, you know what I'm saying? Like you already like all these other companies got uh you
But
know what I'm saying? Like
but at
you
the
see what I'm
same,
saying? Like we follow their model, which I feel like we should do, in the sense of like don't try to reinvent the wheel, but at the same time, the same decisions don't always affect us the same way. Like you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just feel like
but at the same time,
I
I feel like,
mean, if it was the same, if I would feel this way if white people would start selling their company to black people. If white people start selling their company to black people, then I'll be like, yeah, we should do that. You know what
but
I'm saying?
it's
Like, you know what I
but
mean? But
it's
they don't do that though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
White people don't be selling. Name the last time you seen a white person sell a big corporation to some black people.
it's it's kind of it's kind of twofold because there ain't too many black people that can buy them companies from them when they selling them.
And name
But
some Asians that did the same thing to some black people.
but you do make a company to sell them. You make a company,
Huh?
and I think I think that's what it is. Like white folks do make companies and then they sell them, and then they make other
Yeah.
companies and then they sell them. And I think a lot of times we be like, we made a we there won't be another one. Yes, there will. There are a bunch of them. There won't be another Instagram, but at the same time, there's been Threads, there's been Spill, there's been Snapchat, there's been a whole bunch of joints going on at the same time, and that's what we need to do. If fan base stop, you got the whole joint. The other black one he said it was called Spill. You can make another black one. Like there needs to be. You need to
I
keep making
understand it.
company. I think black folks need to keep making company, and then you get to the point where there is black people at the top. They be buying these black companies instead of us having to sell them to white companies to get the money that we want. Like you want to sell it to the black person, but he's not gonna give it to you for the same amount of money the white man got. But if we
Yeah.
keep on making companies, then what we do, there'll be somebody up there that can just buy all the companies up. Oprah can just buy all the companies from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LeBron can just buy all the companies from us. He could be the
Yeah.
most. You know what I mean?
Because it's only like 22, like what, billionaires. And then look, when the dude sold BET, I was like, because I kept on saying, why he ain't just selling to Oprah? But then I found out Oprah ain't become a billionaire until like 2 years later.
Yeah, and she had
She was
own, right?
close though.
But she had own, right?
Huh?
She had own. She had her
But I don't
own.
think she got owned until later though.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been like, so when I did the research, I was like, oh, okay, I see why. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah,
don't know. I just feel like when they get our companies or when they get our products, they just I see how they did hip hop. Hip hop was positive till they got their hands on it. And then they found NWA. I mean, and then I was a kid back then, so I like NWA. I like Easy E, right?
yeah.
But then at the same time, you see like that, everything is just this. It's like it's no, you know what I'm saying, no middle ground no more.
But
You know what I'm
to
saying?
me, it's funny because I keep blaming stuff on education. It's like
Uh,
they gonna bump what yeah, they gonna put on the radio what they want you to hear. You know, but they gonna try to create the culture themselves. It's on us to be like, nah, bitch, we don't like that. Like, we don't like the radio. Like, I don't like what you're putting out. No, I'm good.
yeah.
And especially these days and age when you don't need the radio. There's so many ways you can access music, dog. Like it's just as simple as music. You know what I mean? Like I can't stand. I understand there needs to be balance though. Like I
Yeah.
understand there needs to be some ignorant music in my life. Like I need to work out to something. You feel me? Like I
Yeah.
can't work out. Child, it's so fucked up that Nas has been a forever example, but I can't work out to Nas, my nigga. Like I need something, you know what I mean, something else to work out to. I
So what you
understand that,
working
but
out
it's
to
like,
when you work out?
nigga, Big X the plug, Big Boogie,
Uh-huh.
Dolph, Key Glock, Don
Oh,
Trip.
keep my oh
I
yeah.
can get ignorant, nigga. Like I can get real ignorant when it's time to work out or just Because I be with the young
I didn't
homies.
think you would listen to Key Block.
Key Glock, hell yeah, because I was a big fan of Dolph. Like I was a
Oh,
big
okay.
fan of Dolph.
Oh, you
So,
listen to Dolph too? Oh, okay, yeah.
hell yeah, hell yeah, I was a big fan of Dolph. Like I said, I need some ignorant shit. Like
Yeah.
when we playing football and shit, I'm usually the one that got the playlist going. So
Oh, okay.
I gotta have a little bit of old school hip
What's
hop. I
that dude
gotta
from
have a little bit of
Chicago?
young
I
gun.
used to listen to him too. The one that
Who's
got
that?
killed
Nip.
from Chicago.
Who?
I can't think of his
Oh,
name,
Dirt.
man.
No,
Yeah, no, not Dirk.
he
Dirk's still alive.
delivered.
Huh?
Um,
His boy.
Reese.
No. God, why I can't think of the boy name?
King
King
Von.
Von. Yeah.
King. Because
What?
my girl get on me because took it to the O like my favorite song in the world.
Uh, say what?
His song took it to the O.
Oh yeah.
That's like my favorite song in the world. And my girl be kicking with me over that shit, nigga. And Priya be knowing the songs and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit. But like I said, so I understand there needs to be a balance. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but it's like when you think about hip hop, that's what niggas think of. They think about King Von. They think about that. They don't think about the fact that Nas put out some of his best projects in the last 2 years, dog. Like that's overshadowed by ignorance. Niggas still caring about what the fuck Kanye talking about. Like, why? Why are we still doing this to ourselves, bro? Like,
And I don't be liking none of Kanye. I mean, I always thought he was okay. I don't see why everybody be kissing his butt. Like, I'm like, I liked his first album, but I was like, okay, I like the first album, but I feel like anything this nigga do, he go put a swastika stick and put it on a shirt, and niggas is like, oh, this ain't fire. I'm like, no, it's not, nigga. He just doing something just to
and
get
it's like
attention. Like,
it's just it'd be a couple of black folks that buy the shit, but niggas don't understand how numbers work. It just be a whole bunch of white folks that still like Kanye and think it's funny, so they gonna buy shit.
yeah,
But it'd be like, niggas still fuck with Kanye. No, nigga.
no,
It's just that many white people in America. What the fuck is we talking about? That's why I'm tired of dummies, yo. Niggas don't understand how numbers work. Like
Hey,
niggas,
let me ask you this. Do you think Eminem should have a place? I ain't gonna say he shouldn't have a place, but should this nigga be top five?
so you don't know you don't know I'm a Big M fan, huh?
I'm just asking you. Like, do
Top
you feel
five,
like
M?
Eminem should be top five?
I believe so. I think M's top five. I believe M top five.
Over Redman.
I could sit here, huh?
Over Redman.
What do you
I mean,
top five
all
what
right,
then?
let me
Let me
see.
ask you this.
All
Top
right,
five what then? Top five what? Let me ask you that part. Top five what?
MCs.
Yeah. Eminem? Yes.
I'm
Eminem.
hating him bad rapper right now. No. Yeah, I'm not giving it
What,
to
what,
him. He is nice. He is nasty though.
what five
But
are
I
you
just
putting over
like
him?
I feel like this because I I can't
Don't say it.
relate
Don't.
to his life in that way. Like
I cannot. Yo, it's so funny how
I can't
people have
relate to him,
always
man.
said that. People have always said that. Yo,
I'm not
I
saying
can't.
he ain't got skill. He do got skills. I hate
No,
to
no, no,
give
no,
him.
no, no, no.
He
I
got
understood that.
skills. I
I've
just
I've I've
I
dealt
don't
with
think
that.
about killing my mama. You know what I'm saying?
I've dealt with I've dealt with that battle enough. The whole skill joint. I ain't got to argue that no more
Yeah,
because
he
niggas
got
already understand that
skills.
part.
He got
My
skills.
part is niggas be like, I can't relate to that nigga shit. That's why I don't like him. I don't
I didn't say that.
understand
I
that because he
said
got so many. No, he got so many songs in his first three albums about
Mhm,
just being a struggling person, a
mhm,
person with depression, or a kid getting bullied. But
mhm,
niggas be like, they can relate to Wayne, who lied about being thug his entire life. Or they can listen to
mhm.
all these niggas that
But I
lied
wouldn't put Lil
about
Wayne
killing
in
niggas.
top five.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm just talking about the whole relate. Like for so long, niggas like I can't relate to Eminem because of this, but they listen to all these street rap niggas, and it's like y'all niggas
Mhm.
don't live none of that. None of y'all can
Yeah.
relate to Mobb Deep. None of y'all can relate to niggas in Queens. None of y'all can relate to niggas in Atlanta. Like none of y'all can relate to that shit. But I can't relate to Eminem, and he talk about most of y'all niggas were bullied. Most of y'all
Mhm,
niggas were bullied. What are we talking about, dog? Because that's
mhm.
half of getting joked on is half of being a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Till you prove that you can fight, somebody gonna pick on you.
Yeah.
That's all he talked about. And,
Yeah.
and and struggling and struggling to be a rapper. Half these niggas want to be rappers, so you definitely can relate to that. Having a dead end job with no pay, half of us
Yeah.
can relate to that. But niggas like, yeah, I can relate to a nigga 2 Chainz, duffel bags. Nigga, no, you
Nah,
can't.
I can't.
Thank you. That's my whole point. So I can't stand when niggas like, nah, I can't relate
So
to
where you got him at then? If he on top five, where you at?
I still got big top five because
Yeah. I got Tupac number one, Big second. I know you, I mean, because you're more of a big fan. I mean, yeah, you're more of a big fan.
yeah.
So all right,
Um
what's your list?
I have no idea because it'll change in 12 minutes. Um I have no idea, dog. Because
I think
I
my
definitely
list would
could push
be,
Eminem. I definitely could push Eminem out of the top five if I thought hard enough. So I'm not gonna front like that. But you gotta understand, dog. I listen to that much music
yeah.
that I could pull out a random nigga. Like honestly, Radio and Nicholas F from Richmond, I legit will put in the top five list because
Okay.
I've heard their maturation all the way up, and they talk about actual shit, which is why
Mhm.
J. Cole is in my top five.
Yeah.
Like, so like I said, I could push Eminem out if I wanted to, but
I think for me, Tupac, Biggie, I want to say Nas, Jadakiss, and J. Cole for me. I think that's what I'm rocking with. I think that's what I
I
got.
wouldn't. I have no argument with that. I have no argument with that.
I think
Um,
that's what I got. I like Kendrick stuff. I like
Kendrick's
it, you know
definitely
what I
in my
mean?
top five.
But I gotta be honest, I was rocking with J. Cole stuff before I was rocking with, and I still be like, I like J. Cole. I mean, I like Kendrick, but
Yeah,
man, J. Cole stuff be bumping, man.
yo,
Like, you know what I'm
Cole,
saying? J be bumping.
Cole, Kendrick, Big M, and Nick. That'll be my top five, dog. Nicholas F from Richmond. That'll be my top five, dog.
I gotta look this dude up. Nicholas Elf.
Yeah, that'll
Oh, okay.
legit be my top five, bro.
Yeah.
I stand on
Okay.
that.
Well,
To this,
then M ain't in it. Did
I
you
did
say
say
M?
him. I say him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I say him.
All
Don't make
right.
me go through it because I'll probably forget somebody. But yeah, Kendrick, Cole, M,
Kendrick number
Nick.
one?
Now, I'm not putting it in order.
Oh,
It is no order. It is no
all
order.
right.
Yeah. Um, I damn near want to sneak Nipsey up in the top five
Yeah.
because this shit was so artistic. Like it was visual.
Yeah.
He was visual with his shit.
Yeah.
Nigga named 38 Special out of Buffalo. Because
Mm.
it's just the whole when you produce and rap, it just that's something that with Cole also. Like it's just a whole nother level. Fonte from Little Brother,
Mhm.
because like he'll have a rhyme scheme going, go to another rhyme scheme for two, and then come back to this. Like I just love like yeah, Fonte, like definitely. Like if we stay for 20 more minutes, I'll definitely take somebody out and put Fonte back in that top five. Cause but that's how much I love fucking like I like I get I get mad when niggas be like hip hop dead. I put a nigga in the
Uh,
headlock on hip hop, dog. You know,
yeah.
on some hip
Hey,
shit.
did you ever mess with MF Doom?
No, I never got into it.
Man, my cousin Man put me on it. I before niggas was wearing the shirts and stuff. I
Yeah,
was like, who is this dude, man? And he
yeah.
was like, man, it's MF Doom. And I was listening to that dude. I was like, oh yeah, this ain't bump
Fuck
though.
with it.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Fuck with it.
Yeah, be having some stuff, man.
Who you fuck with since you been on the West Coast? You fuck with Larry Jones? You fuck with Dom Kennedy?
Yeah, I like Don Kennedy. This Crip dude put me on to Don Kennedy, but I like Nipsey. I like his. I don't know. I like his flow, Nipsey Hussle flow better than Don Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I want to hear some hood stuff, his boy that just went back to jail, I like his Jane. Going back to jail. What's his name? His right hand man. Why I can't think of his.
Nipsey?
Huh? Huh?
Who right hand man? Nipsey right hand? Who in the right
Well,
hand
not
man?
his right hand man, but the dude that was supposed to be like the next dude to come out. Uh,
Not YG?
nah, it was he from
Black Sam?
not Black Sam. He rap. Uh,
Nipsey?
man, pull out my playlist,
Yeah,
guy.
who Nipsey had in the cut?
He gonna make me pull out my playlist. And I don't know why I can't sometimes I can't remember names, man.
It's called Father Time, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Hey. Yeah, nigga. I got to accept I'm an old nigga now.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it.
I,
It's a
I ain't
privilege.
no YN.
Privilege, nigga. It's a privilege. You fuck with Lil Russell?
Yes. I like that nigga grind, man.
Yes. Yes.
I be like, man, if I get a grind like this dude, God, he could always coming with something new and then talking about then dancing to it. Like I mess with that dude.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jay Stone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Jay
I
Stone.
ain't heard, I ain't heard too much of his stuff though.
No, but I like Russell. I like his stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for him to like if he come up with an album, I want to hear that. Like, cause I just like I like his grind. You know, I like what he be talking about, but then I like his grind, man. He got a serious grind. Like
What
every
you
time, hey, he got another one. How
Yeah,
you
that's
get
how I be.
videos,
That's how
man?
I be like, fuck it, other
How you
people.
get all these videos? Like, who is doing your videos, man? He got a homeboy that just all he just do video production because he coming out with videos. I mean, even though they're short,
Mhm.
I'm saying this dude be coming out with videos like every week.
But it kind of shows you the simplicity of the whole DIY. Like you can do a lot of it yourself, man. You can get your man the camera, a little bit of creativity. You can get it going and just learn as you go, dog. Like you really can, man.
Yeah, but
That's what I
it's
noticed.
a lot to that camera, man. You got to get that. Like when I be messing with my camera, you got to get all the specs right, man. You got to have your shutter speed, like you know what I'm saying. Like I mean, I guess you can with a good phone. Like a good phone, you don't need it.
Yeah.
You get a good phone and one of these, you in the money. You know what I'm
It's that
saying?
stabilizer type joint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get a stabilizer, you're in the money. But if you're working with a camera, you got to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
You keep up with Tracy?
Yeah, I seen he just put out. I was like, man, he be doing some stuff. Like he just finished the film. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
all
I'm about to one day this week I'm gonna check that movie out on Tubi. I'm gonna check it
right,
out,
okay,
man. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Um, that's all the notes I had also. Okay, do you have fan base? Do you have Spill?
Do I have fan base?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know who he was until like. Did you know who he was before that?
I've heard the fan base, but no, I didn't know who he was. And it's funny because I've heard the name Isaac Hayes the third before, like that he's been doing something, but I never really gave it any time. But yeah, I've heard the fan base, and I've
Is
heard
he
the
is
few.
he is he akin to Isaac Hayes, the real Isaac Hayes?
Yeah,
Is that his son?
Isaac Hayes Jr. is the one. Like that's the one we know, and
So he kin to them.
that's his daddy.
I was like, I wonder if that's the really like
Yeah,
his.
and it's funny because
Okay.
the one, like I said, I couldn't find the same interview. So the one I'm listening to, we just talked about the fact that niggas think that he grew up rich, and it's like, nah, nigga, my dad ain't know nothing about publishing. We was broke. Fuck, nigga, filed for bankruptcy and shit. We was broke, nigga. The fuck. So like he was like, yeah,
Oh
I had to
man,
get out the mud
that's
by
messed
myself. No, I was
up.
joking, but no, it's definitely interesting.
See, ownership,
Yeah, yeah.
ownership.
Education. It go back to education. And it's funny because it's
Like
like
folks making money off
that's a
our
tale
stuff.
that's a tale as old as time, but niggas still making that mistake and not reading the fine print. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like real shit. Like that's it go back to education, bro. Everything is education, dog.
yeah,
Everything is and it's about what we in education it stems off what we deem important. Like what do we
yeah,
deem important in our own households in every household? And this
yeah,
whole we're not the same bullshit. We need to get off that. Like we see that everybody gets shit done because of their solidarity. But we want
yeah.
to be individuals and shit. That shit ain't doing nothing,
I
dog.
mean, they got a community, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like, I like what he said about stop being so emotional. Like seeing sometimes you gotta see stuff for not for the right now, but you gotta see it from like 10 stuff. Like if you'll really get your life in order when you start thinking legacy, when you start thinking of like what can I get for right now? Then you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna really go nowhere. But if you start thinking like, what can I leave for my kids? What can I leave for my kids' kids? You know what I'm saying? When we start thinking that way, and all of us start thinking that way, and to start thinking like, okay, hey, it's my brother over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we'll start really we'll start going somewhere and start getting rid of that ego because we got so many people who got money who don't want to pass their gatekeepers because they want to be the only one.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? They want to be like, I got this bag over here, so I ain't gonna tell nobody else how to get it.
mm,
But now understanding that money, power, and respect, you know what I'm saying? The power only come with the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get the money, then you gotta get the numbers, then you get the respect. But if you're the only one, you just a nigga with money. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So until we get off of that, like, hey, I ain't gotta have this ego that I gotta be the only one with the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to feel important. Because you know what I'm saying, I'm insecure. We get off of that, we'll start going somewhere.
I agree.
He's out here.
Before we get off, how was your how did the mural turn out? How the your last piece, what you did last week? How'd it turn out?
Oh, it turned out good.
You post something already and I missed it. What?
No, I ain't post nothing yet. I just
Gotta-
posted that last whatchamacallit. I should post something to it, but
You figure out a schedule yet?
yeah, yeah. I've been trying to hold to it. So
What is it? What's
I've been posting more frequently. Like last week, I posted like I think like 3, 4 times, and then this week I posted once, and then I wanted to post again one more time, like post one more time, and like probably post up another video, like another. I think I'm gonna post up something old, like something old that I did. So I'll probably post tomorrow.
Okay,
So my thing is at least post 2 or 3 times a week.
okay,
Like
okay.
Tuesday and Thursday and probably Saturday. So I'll probably post something again tomorrow.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. As of now, I guess next week we'll go with the Pursuit of Happiness joint.
Yeah.
Unless that's a short joint. That's a short joint. We might be able to get not two joints out, but depending on
Oh,
whether
how many
somebody,
minutes? It was like 20 minutes?
let me check real quick. 33 minutes.
All right, I can squeeze another one in. So
Mhm.
Pursuit of Happiness, and then what's the other one? You want to check out that
Yeah,
BEB?
because that joint was 30, that joint was 40 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah. 59 and yeah, I like that.
Word.
Well, that's what it is, man. Go upstairs and get some dinner.
Sure, man. Find me something to eat.
Shit. Pursuit of Happiness. All right, till
Oh,
next time.
how
Send
did
me out.
Priya do on the
Yeah.
joint?
Huh?
How did she doing?
She did she did good. She Friday, she well Saturday she had the triple jump. She won that. She state champ. Um and then Saturday and then Sunday she placed sixth in the long jump. She came in there 12th, but she finished sixth, so improvement. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you in the background. Yeah, that's my daughter. Well, I was trying to hear when somebody asked or something like, was they saying like, who is that? Yeah, I can hear you saying that's my daughter. You know,
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's on fire, man. Yeah, my
that's
pop,
what's
he
up.
came down Saturday, and my mom, she went down the whole time with me, so that was fire.
Okay.
And you know her, Janice's brother, well, my nephew, he always make it to states also, so it'd be a family affair when we're down there. So
That's what's up.
it's dope, man. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man. Tell her keep going, man.
Yeah,
Keep going, man.
yeah, but yeah. Shit. Till next time, man.
All right.
All
Till
right, love
next
you,
time,
guys.
cuz. Love you, cuz.
All right, go.
All right, peace.